Remember the days when life felt a little less rushed? Vinyl records were our Spotify. And our gadgets? They were a delightful mix of quirky and innovative. Today, let's dial back the clock to the 1970s, a time when shag carpets covered our floors, disco fever swept the nation, and the gadgets we used, from the Atari 2600 to the Sony Walkman, were as groundbreaking as they are bewildering to today's generation. We'll explore how the Apple II computer introduced many to the world of computing, and take a nostalgic look at the simplicity of tools, like the slide rule and rotary egg beaters. So, grab your favorite bell-bottoms, and let's take a groovy trip down memory lane to an era where the gadgets were as colorful and unique as the times themselves. Let's start with the 8-track tape players. Picture this: you're cruising down the highway, the breeze in your hair, and your favorite tune comes on. But wait, you want to hear it again? Nope. You've got to listen through the whole track. No skipping, no rewinding, just pure, unadulterated musical journey. The 8-track was the epitome of portable music in the 70s, a bulky yet beloved companion for road trips and home listening alike. Fast forward to today, and we have music streaming at our fingertips with thousands of songs just a swipe away. The idea of not being able to skip a track? Unthinkable. While we were grooving to tunes on those 8-track tape players, a different kind of revolution was brewing in living rooms across America. Switching gears from music to gaming, let's roll into the world of the Atari 2600. This iconic console wasn't merely about playing games, it was about bringing a whole new universe of entertainment into our homes. With its classic wood paneling and that unmistakable chunky joystick, the Atari 2600 was more than a game console. It was a cultural phenomenon. Imagine going from the simple joy of guiding Pac-Man through a maze or battling pixelated aliens in Space Invaders to today's gaming world, with its hyper-realistic graphics and immersive online play. The charm of the Atari 2600, in its uncomplicated and straightforward fun, stands in delightful contrast to the complex, high-tech gaming experiences we know today. As we reminisce about the Atari 2600 and its simple yet captivating charm, it's fascinating to see how entertainment in the 1970s wasn't just confined to the living room. The revolution in personal entertainment extended beyond the glow of our TV screens and into the realm of music. This brings us to another iconic gadget of the era: the Sony Walkman. Imagine a time when your music wasn't just a digital file, but a physical experience, carried with you. The Walkman wasn't just a portable music player, it was a personal statement. Tucked into your pocket or clipped to your belt, it allowed you to take your tunes wherever you went, a novel concept in a world where music had previously been stationary. In today's world of streaming services and endless playlists, the idea of being tethered to a cassette tape might seem quaint, but back in the day, the Walkman was the epitome of technological freedom and individual expression. Shifting from the portable music revolution of the Sony Walkman, let's delve into another 1970s technological milestone: the emergence of the personal computer, epitomized by the Apple II. This wasn't just any computer, it was a pioneering force in home computing. The Apple II allowed users to venture into programming with its built-in basic language, manage personal finances, play games like Oregon Trail, and even dabble in early word processing. Its capability to connect to a color monitor was also groundbreaking. The Apple II wasn't just a beige box with a green screen, it was a tool for education, a platform for entertainment, and a harbinger of the digital revolution. In contrast to today's ultra-compact, do-it-all devices, the Apple II might seem archaic. But back then, it was a symbol of cutting-edge technology and an integral step towards the tech-savvy world we inhabit today. After marveling at the Apple II computer, a hallmark of technological innovation that reshaped our interaction with digital technology, let's step back to a time before computers were the mainstay in problem-solving. This takes us to the world of the slide rule, the quintessential tool for tackling complex mathematical equations before the digital age. This elegantly simple device, with its sliding scales and rulers, demanded a certain finesse and understanding. To think in a time where we now carry calculators in our smartphones, capable of instant complex computations, the mastery of the slide rule was once a prized skill, a true mark of the mathematically adept. The contrast is stark. From manually sliding rulers to calculate to simply tapping on a screen, it showcases just how much our approach to problem solving has transformed. From the precise and methodical world of slide rules, where every calculation was a hands-on endeavor, let's transition to another domain where manual effort was the name of the game. The kitchen of the 1970s, and here we find the rotary egg beaters, a staple in every home cook's arsenal. These weren't just kitchen tools, they were symbols of hands-on culinary art. Imagine the effort of whisking egg whites or cream into stiff peaks. It was a mini workout in itself, in stark contrast to the modern electric mixers that do the work for us at the mere press of a button. These manual beaters required elbow grease and patience. It was a tactile and engaging experience, offering a sense of satisfaction that today's automated gadgets struggle to replicate. Shifting gears from the tactile engagement in the kitchen, we venture into the classroom, a place where the Ditto machine reigned supreme. Imagine a world before the ease of modern photocopiers and printers. In this world, the Ditto machine was a marvel, a gateway to mass-producing documents. The experience was unique. The smell of the alcohol-based ink, the distinct purple prints, and the rhythm of manually cranking out each copy. This process wasn't just about duplication, it was an experience that engaged the senses, a far cry from today's sterile click-and-print routine. The Ditto machine, with its hands-on approach, brings us back to an era where even a simple task like copying was a journey in itself. From the hands-on experience of the Ditto machine in the classroom, where each turn of the handle and the scent of the ink marked a distinct memory, we transition to another realm where touch and sight played pivotal roles. The world of instant photography. Enter the Polaroid camera, an icon of its era. This camera wasn't just a tool for capturing images. It was a gateway to instant memories. In an age devoid of digital screens and instant social media uploads, the Polaroid represented the cutting edge of technology. The anticipation as the photo slowly came to life in your hands was almost magical. In stark contrast to today's instant, digital image captures, the Polaroid camera's process of developing a photo right before your eyes was a wonder, a tangible connection to the moments we cherished. Captured in the tangible magic of Polaroid photography, where each developing picture was a moment frozen in time, we find a seamless connection to another auditory relic of the past, the cassette tape recorders. As we step away from the visual nostalgia of instant photography, we rewind to a time when music and sound weren't just streamed but captured and played back with a personal touch. Cassette tape recorders were more than just gadgets. They were the gatekeepers of sound. Recording songs off the radio, creating personalized mixtapes, or capturing voice memos, these devices encapsulated a unique interaction with audio. The tactile experience of pressing play, record and stop, and the distinctive sound quality, complete with its hisses and whirs, stands in stark contrast to the crystal-clear, effortless digital recordings we have today. These recorders remind us of a time when capturing and replaying sound was as much a creative process as it was a technological one. The 1970s, an era that danced to the beat of its own drum, where gadgets like the Atari 2600 and the Sony Walkman weren't just functional, they told a story. These icons sparked our curiosity and brought a new meaning to entertainment. They had a personality, a soul. Today's tech, while faster and sleeker, can't quite capture the charm of those 70s gadgets, which remind us of a simpler, more hands-on time. So, as we wrap up this nostalgic trip, I'm curious, which 1970s gadget brings back fond memories for you? Was it the thrill of gaming on your Atari, the personal soundtrack of your Walkman, or something else? Share your favorite 1970s gadget stories in the comments. Let's reminisce about an era that still captivates us with its simple joys and innovative spirit.